passed away tragically on May 29, 2025, after a private battle with illness, Patel wrote. Kerik, a Trump ally who once served 3 years in federal prison for charges including tax fraud and lying to officials, was pardoned by President Donald Trump in 2020. Kerik teamed up with former New York City mayor and former Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani in the weeks after the 2020 presidential election to search for evidence of voter fraud. An attorney for Kerik later said in a letter to the House Select Committee investigating the January 6, 2021 insurrection at the U.S. Capitol that Mr. Kerik was hired by former President Donald Trump's legal team to act as an investigator tasked to look into claims of election fraud. Kerik was once a bodyguard and driver for Giuliani in 1993. He was a commissioner of the New York City Department of Corrections from 1998 to 2000 before he was appointed commissioner of the city's police department in August 2000. I am heartbroken over the loss of my dear friend, Giuliani wrote in a post on X. He was a decorated police officer, corrections commissioner, and NYC police commissioner during the worst terrorist attack on American soil. He was nominated to be Homeland Security Secretary by President George W. Bush in 2004, but later withdrew from consideration due to potential tax violations and a former household employee's questionable immigration status. Kerik pleaded guilty to misdemeanor ethics violations related to gifts he received while leading the city corrections department in 2006. He was fined for accepting $165,000 in gifts from a construction firm. In November 2007, Kerik was indicted on federal corruption charges, and he pleaded not guilty to 16 counts, including conspiracy, tax fraud, and making false statements. In 2009, he pleaded guilty to 8 felony charges, including tax fraud and lying to White House officials, and was later sentenced to 48 months in prison. Kerik was released from federal prison for good behavior after serving 3 years, and he released a memoir in 2015. Kerik was also heavily involved in advising Navy SEAL Chief Eddie Gallagher during his military case in 2019. Gallagher was convicted of bringing discredit to the armed services after posing next to a dead ISIS fighter's body, which is against regulations. He was then demoted in rank, a decision Trump later reversed. He was born on September 4, 1955 in Newark, New Jersey, and served in the U.S. Army from 1974 to 1977. This story has been updated with additional developments.